Cardi B career officially over after this?
It's great to have you here.
After the recent scandals surrounding Cardi B's career, it seems the Bronx rapper is headed for some tough times. With her case coming up, it appears even the famous rapper can't fight the courts. Welcome to Lime Report, and today we're going to break down everything you need to know about Cardi B's recent run-in with the law. Make sure to stay until the end of the video to get caught up with Cardi's career. Also, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment keyword LOCKED UP for a chance to win our $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. Now, here's what's happened with the Bodak Yellow rapper's case. Cardi's felonies. After a recent update last Friday, Cardi B has officially been charged with 14 separate felonies. Dating back to August of 2018, during a heated time between Cardi and her partner Offset, multiple rumors surfaced that Offset was cheating on the rapper. Allowing the press to get to her head, Cardi took the problems into her own hands when she went to the club the night of the 29th. After confronting the pair of sisters who were rumored to have slept with Offset, Cardi assaulted the girls who were tending bar that night. After the rapper and her entourage attacked the two girls, they fled the scene before the cops arrived. Reportedly, multiple items were even thrown throughout the confrontation, consisting of things such as bottles, chairs, and hookah pipes. Unfortunately for Cardi, this drastically hurt her case, as she was also charged with fleeing the scene of a crime, along with a list of other felonies for leaving the club. It also doesn't help her defense in terms of proving her innocence. Since then, the case has been under wraps for the most part. That was until the recent announcement of Cardi's indictment. Initially, she and her lawyer declined to make a response, but apparently, Cardi changed her mind when she hit the stage at the BET Awards, which brings us to our next subject, Cardi's speech. While attending the Black Entertainment Television Awards, Cardi was awarded with Album of the Year. As she went through the routine of thanking everyone involved in the project, the rapper went on to discuss her current situation involving the law. In a nutshell, Cardi basically shouted that she isn't going to jail. Probably trying to win over the affection of the public, the rapper is attempting to put her case on display for all to see. At the moment, it's unclear what her intentions are, but the one thing we know for sure is that she doesn't plan to spend any time behind bars. One of the scapegoats Cardi is resorting to in order to gain some sympathy is using her daughter. With Culture's one-year birthday on the way, Cardi B has aimed the spotlight on her daughter, even going out of her way to purchase the infant a $100,000 piece of jewelry. Clearly, this is an investment for the rapper and not an actual gift for her daughter, but the recent purchase raises suspicion of Cardi's actions. After announcing that she doesn't plan to go to jail on behalf of her daughter, it seems obvious that Cardi appears adamant on keeping her daughter's name and picture in the news as much as possible until her case. Unfortunately, no matter how many tactics Cardi may apply, her chances of not facing any time aren't getting any better. To make matters worse, the rapper recently shot herself in the foot after admitting to a number of heinous crimes during a tirade on a live Instagram feed. For a reason yet to be explained, Cardi went on Instagram and explained how she would invite men on to dates only to later drug and rob them. This new revelation has placed a nasty spotlight on the Bronx rapper's career, which makes it no surprise that her case has recently come to light. Along with her extensive past with law enforcement already, it seems Cardi may be in for a loss this time around. Regardless of the rapper's techniques and cries to the public, the law appears adamant on her arrest. Not to mention this all comes during the worst possible time for the couple, as Cardi is not the only one facing a jail sentence. After multiple arrests and breaking parole a number of times, Offset is looking at 12 years behind bars. Which brings us to our next topic, Offset's case. Dating back to 2013, after being placed on probation for theft and burglary charges, Offset took no time in breaking his probation and got sent back to jail. Following this latest offense, the Migos rapper was denied bail and spent 8 months behind bars. This set Offset on a steady track for 2 years. That was until the entire Migos group was taken down on a slew of charges. With multiple possessions of drugs and firearms added to his record, along with a new broken parole, it seems Offset is in for some hard times. Following the birth of his daughter Culture, Offset was pulled over yet again, this time for tinted windows. Of course, his run-in with the officer didn't end there, as he was found in possession of drugs yet again. After processing all these new crimes, the Atlanta rapper is now facing a roster of new charges, along with a potential 12-year sentence. Seeing how rappers before him have managed to reduce their sentences, it wouldn't be a surprise to see Offset go down the same route. However, even if reduced time sounds like good news, it might be anything but for the rapper who is currently enjoying the peak of his career. Besides being in the midst of his success, Offset also has another reason for staying away from a jail cell. Similar to Cardi B, Offset has mentioned that he plans to stay around with his newborn daughter. Seeing how Culture isn't even 1 year old yet, it would be sad to see her have to spend time without either of her parents. But if that turns out to be the case, that leads us to our next topic. Worst case scenario. With two of the most influential musicians in the rap game looking at jail time, it leaves fans wondering about the future of the genre. Now that Cardi has won Album of the Year at the BET Awards, the Bronx rapper is more popular than ever. Plus, the upcoming release of the new Migos album is one of the highest anticipated music events of the year. As fans await the release of Culture 3, they can only sit back and hope for the best when watching the case of Offset unfold. While the Atlanta group continue their tour throughout the U.S., it almost seems as if all is well in the Migos' life. However, as the public is now aware, that is anything but the case. Though today may seem like a normal day for the group, it's only a matter of time before they are faced with the mistakes of their past. When the day comes and the case is brought to light, there are a few ways things can unfold in the months to come. Obviously, there is the glass-half-full mindset, which consists of the best-case scenario. Should this take place, perhaps the Migos rapper will only be slapped with a large fine and be forced to face just a few months behind bars. Seeing how there are a potential of 12 years on the table, that would be a pretty decent deal, all things considered. With only a few months away from the game, Offset can still easily regain whatever work he lost while incarcerated. However, should the worst-case scenario come to life, then the damage can be lethal to his career. First and foremost, 12 years is longer than most rap career lifespans in general, not to mention trying to attempt a comeback after that. Though Offset could simply follow the route of rappers before him and release tracks from behind bars, being a part of a group might prove to make that more difficult, especially seeing how the independent members of Migos are increasingly progressing their own careers. The lockaway of Offset might be the final straw for the group. Besides losing whatever success he has gained throughout his career, the Migos rapper would also be giving up something else much worse. As previously mentioned, this is possibly the worst time for the rapper to be facing incarceration, as not only is his career getting affected, but his home life as well. With his daughter's first birthday just around the corner, it would be a tragic occurrence if he gets sentenced to the max time. Should he face the full sentence, he wouldn't see his daughter Culture until her 13th birthday. A nightmare situation for any parent, but in this case, the trouble doubles when remembering where both parents reside at the moment. With the two of them walking the line between freedom and incarceration, the fate of Culture seems uncertain, to say the least. As previously stated, Cardi B has made it clear that she has no intention of abandoning her daughter in order to serve her sentence. With nowhere else to turn but to the public, it appears the Bronx rapper is all out of options when it comes to avoiding jail time. After the recent news of her indictment of the 14 official charges, not to mention her already colored past with the law, it seems Cardi may have an upcoming war with the authorities. Known to be infamously stubborn, the Bronx rapper might make the situation much difficult for herself if she refuses to cooperate accordingly. Should Cardi fight the case and refuse to serve jail time, the attorneys on her working against her might resort to pulling up her past work. As previously admitted, Cardi B made a living out of setting up innocent men and drugging them in order to rob them. In a time surrounded by allegations and witch hunts for celebrity sexual offenders, Cardi B fits a very unfortunate description. With no one else to blame but herself, the Bronx rapper might have more trouble coming her way besides law enforcement. If more details of her mischievous past come to light, we can expect to see other Hollywood organizations go after her. Groups such as the Me Too movement and other institutions who have made reputations of burning sexual offenders. After witnessing situations such as Bill Cosby, who also drugged women to take advantage of them, there should be no different result when dealing with Cardi B. However, this is only if the information stated is true. But after hearing the rapper herself admit said acts, it seems that might be the case. With today's society focusing on the takedowns of celebrities who have abused their positions, it's curious to see how the public will handle Cardi's situation. Obviously, she is still popular at the moment, as she was the recipient of the Best Album of the Year award, and it doesn't seem like that popularity is fading anytime soon. However, if the worst-case scenario comes into play and all is revealed, there'll be no telling what will come of Cardi's career. With the case officially underway, it won't be long before we see the results of Cardi B's actions. Should she be found guilty, we know for sure she won't be going away quietly. Not to mention the ongoing case with Offset at the moment. If he's found guilty, there's no saying how Cardi's case will be affected along with the rapper herself. Now that the indictments have been made public, Cardi's clock is officially running. What do you think of the rapper's cases? Do you think Cardi will be found guilty? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment keyword LOCKEDUP for a chance to win our $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. Also, make sure to stay tuned to see what future content we'll have in store for you.